Sal the Bookmaker here for Place Your Bet. This time we're in studio. Got to tell you, it's been a while since I've done one of the videos, only because I've been traveling and I've been expanding the show. As a matter of fact, the show now airs over a portion of the Sports Circus Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. And you can stream the show live at thesportscircus.com and click Listen Live. And there it will take you to the NBC Sports affiliate streamer, but we are currently on NBC, Fox, and CBS affiliates from coast to coast, as well as Spotify. We added Spotify, and still, of course, iHeartRADIO. So, folks, what we've done here in the past, well, we'll say in the past couple of months, it has been much of a consistent path. And the consistent path has basically been winning and cashing tickets. Because that's what we do. Win and cash tickets. Now currently, let me walk out of the studio here. Hold on, I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see where we're at. There's our big board, and we got all kinds of neat stuff here. Let me walk out of here. All right. Josh! Vegas Golden Knights! All right. Walk out of here. Vegas Golden Knights! All right. As you can see, looking at our handy-dandy board, currently 141 and 22 against the line. Yes, all wins are documented. All wins are documented. That's crazy. That's a ridiculous number. It happens. It happens. And look, it's no excuse. And how do we do this? We follow the money. As we follow the money, what happens? The money will tell you which way to bet. And here's the funny thing I like. So, look, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you a couple of ideas to think about. I want you to think about Golden State in Game 5 of the finals. Look, the money was screaming. It was absolutely screaming to bet Golden State in 6 or 7 games. As a matter of fact, all of my time watching the money in the casinos, several casinos, what I found was that the most money and the lowest odds was Golden State in 6 games and 7 games. In fact, so much that the odds were, even if you bet Golden State on every 4, 5, 6, or 7 games, it didn't matter because you would not make your money back. Meaning 2-1 at 6 games, and it was 3-1 if it went 7 games. So the other ones were 9-2 for a sweep and 3-1 as well. However, on the Tyrannosauruses, on their side, it was 10-1, 6-1, 6-1, 5-1, something to that effect. Anyway, at the end of the day, if you bet all of those and Toronto won, you would make some money even after paying the juice on the flat bets. But in this particular case, on Golden State, the money says you have to bet Golden State in the series. But what I am going to say, look, I'm not advocating that today. What I'm advocating today is Golden State with a win. And for God's sakes, they're getting 2 points. How do you not take that? It's unbelievable. Anyway, look, I'm not going to tell you what to bet or how to bet it. But what I will say is if you go to the Place Your Bet Facebook page, go to the Place Your Bet Facebook page, and it will give you an idea of which way you should go. Do a little hunting. Be smart, because I'm selling the picks for a lot of money. But for everybody watching this Facebook Live feed, I'm going to give you maybe a couple of picks, but do a little bit of hunting. So happy hunting. And at the end of the day, look, the lie is going to be on the Tyrannosauruses. If they think they're going to win today, their bettors think they're going to win today. I don't think so. But I'm not going to tell you the parameters of making that bet. You have to go ahead and find those. So just remember, these numbers don't lie. 141 and 22. Go to this website, placeyourbet.vegas. Right there, placeyourbet.vegas. Screenshot that. Placeyourbet.vegas. And there you could scroll down and see what we do. There's the pile of money, and there's me. And there's all my information. You can read about me. If you think I'm full of shit, I'm not. Trust me. All that's legit. Every bit of it. And remember, what are we trying to do here? You're going to subscribe. You're you're going to pick up a subscription. You're going to go to placeyourbet.vegas and do that. Because if you don't do that, look, I say it all the time. It just keeps being the same damn thing. You are the bettors. You're the ones that want money. And what do you want? You want a lot of that. That's my money, by the way. You want to go ahead, get yourself a place yourself a bet at the sports book, so you can get some of that. Bottom line, you can also stream us at YouTube. Make sure you subscribe or like us on Facebook and Twitter as well. Again, 141 and 22. All time-stamped and document. All those picks. So, folks, that is the placeyourbet.vegas website. Again, placeyourbet.vegas. Right there, placeyourbet.vegas. Oh, and by the way, here's another hint. In the hockey, you're going to love this one. Look at the headline. Too soon. Ad celebrating Blues mistakenly run. St. Louis, in a letter published by the St. Louis Post-Dispatch on Sunday, St. Louis Blues owner Tom Stillman thanked their fans after the elation of breaking through and bringing St. Louis's first ever Stanley Cup. Are you fucking kidding me? Really? One problem, the Blues haven't actually won the Cup yet. The letters, as well as a few congratulatory advertisements, appeared in the digital edition of the newspaper just hours before the team was scheduled to play Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final against the Boston Bruins, leading the series 3-2. Okay, now, if you want to talk about an absolute disaster of a hoax, this is the worst-case scenario for the St. Louis Blues. Why would you do that? Why would you do it? What the fuck are you thinking about? Look, if you're going to run these ads, if you're going to be stupid enough to run these ads to say you're already the winners, the champions, why the fuck would you do it and hoax your team? Now what you've done is you brought a black cloud above their heads, and that is absolutely fucking irresponsible. Why would you do it? It's stupid. But then again, that's what St. Louis does. Dumb as is, dumb as do, and I sure hope that they lose the next 2 games. I have in my own mind, I did a mind bet, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I placed the bet. Of course, you'd have to subscribe to placeyourbet.vegas to know that, but I gotta tell you, I have St. Louis choking. I have them choking in the end because that's what they do. Look, St. Louis, now if you guys don't know this, the St. Louis Blues were actually a product of the Chicago Blackhawks and the Detroit Red Wings owners. So, family together, they owned real estate development. That'd be the Wirtz family and those other clowns that own Little Caesars over in Detroit. Well, guess what? Those guys owned a piece of real estate together in St. Louis, and this was back in the late 1960s, and it was called the Checker Dome, right? Do your homework. So the Checker Dome was owned basically by the Hawks and the Wings, and they said, hey, let's get another team to play in our conference or in our division. Let's create the St. Louis Blues. So yes, the St. Louis Blues were created by the Chicago Blackhawks and the Detroit Red Wings, and they've been the redheaded stepchild of those teams ever since. Do you think that they want them to break through? I don't think so. No, it's not going to happen. But what we're looking at here is St. Louis hoaxing itself, absolutely hoaxing itself. They couldn't do it any worse by running Stanley Cup ads. There's no effing way they're going to win today. No way, no how. There's the free one, money line, Boston Bruins on the road. In fact, I think it's about a plus 125 or something to that effect. That's free. That's a free one. I got to tell you, you got to be a fucking moron to print congratulatory ads before you win the cup. That's almost like touching the conference championship trophies, right? The teams never do it. No, the only thing that they touch is what? The Stanley Cup after they win it. So basically, the St. Louis Blues did that to themselves. What idiots! Anyway, folks, make sure you go to placeyourbet.vegas, pick up a subscription. I say it all the time, and believe me, you got to do it. You would have been 141 wins against 22 losses. That's a clip of 86.5% over 6 months against the spread. Actually, it's more than that. 7 months. That's crazy. If you're not doing it, you're a fool, like everybody else that's not doing it. But at the end of the day, if you are, you're making some money. There's a lot of you people out there that have subscribed. You're doing quite well. And again, make sure you follow us on Twitter as well, and that would be placeyourbet.vegas, of course. And make sure that you continue to follow us here on Facebook, because we are going to start posting more regularly. Again, we're going to run more videos again, and everything that's on YouTube is going to be updated. Believe me, the Sports Circus is the parent company of Place Your Bet. And the Sports Circus is blowing up. It's absolutely blowing up. You wouldn't believe it. We're going into 15 more cities in prime time. 5 p.m. West Coast. It's going to be 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. You can call in and participate. We're going to have a Place Your Bet segment in there. And make sure that you listen every day to thesportcircus.com. You can go there right now if you're out of our area. If you're in LA, tune in on NBC. If you're in Vegas, tune in on 1400. If you're in Chicago, tune in at 95.9 FM, as well as 1590 on the AM dial. If you're down in southern Alabama, tune in on 1410. Talk 14, actually it's 1490. Talk 1490. And you can, that's also in the Florida Panhandle. And hell, even if you're in Western New York, tune in on the New York Yankees Radio Network, 1340 or 105.3 FM, WLVL. You can stream the show live there, and you can also stream us live in Honolulu on CBS Sports 1500 KHKA. We're everywhere. Wait till you see where we're going. By the way, we are going to be adding Seattle, Portland, Milwaukee, St. Louis, Cleveland, Detroit, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Tampa, Philadelphia, and a whole bunch more. So just make sure you follow us, again, at thesportcircus.com, as well as placeyourbet.vegas. Folks, this shit's real. It's blowing up for 7 months. I've been given winners. 7 months. That's crazy. It's lunacy. It's ridiculous. It's unbelievable. Make sure you follow us. We'll be back later. Till then, so long, everyone.